world is veiled in darkness. The wind stops, the sea is wild, and the earth begins to rot. The polar ice caps continue to melt. The summer is the hottest one on record, once again. Forest fires ravage the Pacific Northwest. Gasoline hits $1.40 a liter. Unemployment rates skyrocket. Half a nation elects an incompetent cunt to the highest seat of government. The gun control debate remains unsolved. A race war begins to brew. Somehow the fucking Nazis are making a comeback, and the sky starts filling up with green shit! How's it going, guys? My name is PK Halford, and I am back, yes, finally, at long last, recording some scrubby video game footage for this channel after a long summer that was very busy, and basically, in the situation I am right now, living at home and whatnot, basically made any sort of recording process nigh impossible to get done. So thank you guys who have stuck around and not, like, unsubbed and left me out to die. Thank you, surprisingly, to all the new subscribers that have been, like, slowly trickling in one at a time, even though I haven't put anything up lately. I really do appreciate that, and hopefully now I'll be able to get, back on track and, be a bit more frequent with the uploading of the games and the, trying to make you laugh and shit like that. So yeah, anyway, we're playing Final Fantasy, the very first one on the NES. This is a game that I have practically no experience with. I'm one of those gamers, I do like playing RPGs, but I have this problem where I'll start to play a long game, like a Final Fantasy or a Chrono Trigger, or like any kind of turn-based RPG, and I'll be really into it, and I'll binge it, and I'll get about, like, halfway through, and then just kind of set it aside, and then I'll start binging, like, a completely different game, and then by the time I remember about the fucking other game I was playing, like a Final Fantasy game, and I come back to it, I start it up, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? Who are these people? What is the story? I remember nothing about it. So then my genius brain goes, well, better start a new game. And the cycle fucking repeats itself until my fucking inevitable demise. I have never actually beaten a Final Fantasy game before, so maybe now that I'm playing in front of you guys, it'll hold me sort of accountable. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, here we are. I went ahead and assembled a brave team of adventurers. We've got Punt the fighter, Fist the black belt, or monk, Girl the healer, because, I mean, that's the fucking stereotype of these games, isn't it? And Gump the black mage. Don't ask me where these names came from. I'm not a super creative guy when it comes to naming people, and it's tough when you only have 4 characters with which to work. Characters as in letters. Not 4 characters as in these 4 characters. You know what I fucking meant. Okay, so I guess first things first is to walk into this town and see what the fuck we can see. You, tell me what the skinny is. This is Corneria? Oh, Conaria. I definitely mistook it for something else on a Nintendo console. Huh, that's kind of interesting, so I wonder if they just straight up pilfered that when they were making them some Star Fox over at Nintendo. Who knows? Okay, so we got Weapon Store, Heart Store. I'm assuming that's for crockery and other fine china. And Magic Store, Shield Store, and Inn. And I'm assuming up here... Oh, no, it's not even the castle. Oh, you just have... Okay, so you have to walk to the castle on its own to get there. I see, game, I see. The king is looking for the Light Warriors. You do not happen to be them, do you? Nah. No, we're not. Do you ask everybody who passes through if they're the Light Warriors? I feel like that would get very old very quick. So I don't know a whole hell of a lot about this game, but I do know that the first thing you have to do is talk to the king, and he just kind of immediately assumes that you are the Light Warriors, just as in Lucan's prophecy. Garland has kidnapped the princess. Please help her. And so off you go. What do you have to tell me? Oh, well, you're the same kind of guy. You're... All these guards just super curious about the Light Warriors. So, we get our quest, and off we go to go and rescue the princess. Easy enough. Before we do that, we gotta stock up on weapons and armor and all that other good shit. Let's see. Oh, there's two different... What's this guy? Okay, is this guy gonna give me anything? No, nothing. I just kind of assumed because he was like a wise-looking old man hanging out in a back alley. That's a good place to get your, your wisdom. Or herpes. One or the other. Okay. So we got a white magic store. So how much? Okay, it's $100 a spell. But I feel like that's probably worth it just to be able to heal ourselves on the go. So we'll get the cure spell. Who will learn it? What? What? I just said that girl would learn. Okay, so the money's gone. So I'm hoping she learned it. Did you learn a spell? Okay, good. Just kind of perplexed there for a second. Okay, and then we'll get Gump a spell. Oh, fire. Right on. Just give him a fucking lighter and some matches right away. That is what we want. So I'm just kind of looking at this. Okay. I did not realize that this was a thing. But apparently, if I'm correct, yeah. So this Final Fantasy doesn't have magic points. But instead, you have spell slots, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. That's kind of neat. I can get behind that. Although I only have 2 of them for each spellcaster. So it's going to kind of limit their usability right off the bat. Oh well. We have 2 trained killing machines on the team, so hopefully that will make up for it. Okay, well at least weapons are cheap. Okay, so wooden staff. I'm assuming that Girl and Gump will both want those. It's kind of shitty that it doesn't tell you anything about, like, is it raising your stat here in the shop? But whatever. Okay. Small sword? Short sword, I'm assuming. That will go to punt. And then we're totally gonna give those wooden nunchaku to fist. And be on our way. Okay, so weapon shopping was cheaper, thankfully. On to armor. Okay, so... Okay, wood chain. We'll fucking splurge on the chain for punt, because he's gonna hopefully be absorbing most of the damage. And then, I guess, probably just cloth for everybody else. I don't know what the rules are about armor for monks and spellcasters in this game. Like I said, I'm very, very ignorant to the laws of NES Final Fantasy. Okay, so we got all that. What's in the heart shop? Oh, okay, okay, so that's where you go to heal your deadman. And the crockery shop is just straight up items. Items are pretty damn expensive. Okay. We will have nothing. We will have nothing, sir. Okay, let's just make sure here. Ah, nothing was equipped. I thought as much. Perfect. Just a little thing. It's, it's not too much to ask, but it's like if they could have given us something to be like, oh, this is gonna, like, give me an arrow. Give me a green up arrow and a red down arrow. That's all I need. to know if I should or shouldn't be equipping things to people. Come on, Final Fantasy. But with that done, it is time to go out into the wilderness and kill the fucking wild game and these little bastards. The fucking imps. I don't want to be wasting my spells on no imps, so we will just go with hitting them with sticks. I thought my spellcasters for a second were gonna get, like, the first blood of this adventure. Oh! Fist! Holy shit. 21. And 21 from Punt. Okay. We know who are to be taken seriously in this battle. Yep. Straight up fucking up these imps. Okay, cool. Got some gold. Nice. So I believe the first thing you have to do... The princess is being held north here in some kind of dank-ass castle or something. But I think for the time being, I might just kind of grind up a little bit before we go there. I don't know how much of that I will show, probably not much. Oh, Gump with just the fucking fury. But like I said, I don't know how much, if any, of the grinding I will show. Maybe if something interesting happens, I will try to I'll try to make it interesting, but you know, there's only so much you can do with this turn-based combat. I will say one thing that I do find very interesting about Final Fantasy I's combat. If you have multiple fighters going after a target, and the first guy kills it, the second guy will go to make his attack, and he'll miss because that enemy's dead. He doesn't automatically just go to the next enemy and hit them. And some people might find that kind of shitty and frustrating, but to me, like, it kind of makes sense, and it adds that sort of, like, realism and that, like, immediacy to combat, and makes you have to kind of, like, pay attention, instead of just sitting here and spamming the A button over and over again, and having everybody target, like, the guy in the top left, because I know that as kills rack up, they'll just adjust. No, I have to think, okay, so I want my big damage dealers, I want them each to go after their own, and I want the healer and the black mage, who are, you know, weenies, but apparently not. Fucking just double-teamed that imp to death. But I want them to go after one imp by themselves. You know, there's the very kind of basic foundation of strategy involved there, which I like. So as much as I will eventually probably rag on this game for being primitive as fuck, it has its smart things about it as well. Oh, girl, just fucking going in. Just wielding that fucking wooden staff like a baseball bat. Fucking crushing imp skulls in like nobody's business. Get him. Get him. Nice. Alright, Gump, it's up to you. Come on, Gump. Oh, fuck, now we have to have a whole nother round of combat. Precious seconds of my life whittling away. Alright! There's more imps down, and that should be... Level up! Fucking... Wow, Punt got way more hit points. Strength goes up. Agility goes up. Vitality goes up. Fucking Fist gets 61 hit points. Fuck, they, like, doubled their hit points. They were in, like, the 30s. That's amazing. Strength, agility, intelligence, vitality. Holy shit, luck. Fuck, Fist just, like, getting up there. Fucking Girl's got some hit points now. Strength and agility, I don't know, those probably won't help. Intelligence we want. Wow, she had a solid level up too. Look at all y'all. Gump getting the short end of the hit point stick, but... And only one stat going up, but, you know, c'est la vie. So, now that we're level 2, apparently leveling up makes you fucking boss. Because from level 1 to 2, the jump was astronomical. Because I was originally just going to grind until maybe like level 3 before we go get after the princess, but 2 might be all we need. Famous last words, am I right?